Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is Friday Connect. We're here every single week at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's good to see some of you here. And just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get started with today's training. We're going to be talking about social media mastery for realtors, particularly going from growing your following and getting those people into your database, growing your database and converting them into clients. It's really important. There's a big gap between that process. So we want to be able to give you some strategies that you can use in order to actually grow your following. But more importantly, because we can talk about vanity data as well, because those numbers can be skewed because we know people that have very small numbers but are bringing in deals. So how do you get them into your database is really important. So we'll touch on a little bit of that as well. So this is Friday Connect. It's a training that Jacob and I do every single week for realtors. It is a free training where you do it for 20 to 30 minutes for any of you who are here for the first time. And we give you a ton of different training, everything from growing your business, systems, process, CRMs, websites, SEO, social media marketing, like we're doing today, and so much more. And if there's something that you want to see, a really good place where you can join is our Facebook group, which we'll add a link in the chat box. So make sure you join us there. We do a number of polls there. This is where we post our topics that are coming up in the future. And if there's anything that you want to see, you want to communicate with us, that's a great place to do that. And just save the FridayConnect.net link in your browser so that you can check out the future topics, register for them. We always have 2 to 3, sometimes 4 up ahead. So you can always register. And I know there are a lot of people, because of time zones and it's in the middle of the day and it's Friday, sometimes people want to see the full recording again, especially when we're doing workshop style. I recommend you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where a lot of these recordings go. And if you want to learn more, if you want to work with us, partner with us, any of that sorts of thing, you can find those information in the descriptions there. And so let's get started. I'll do a quick intro. If you don't know, Jacob and I, we're both realtors. I'm based in Toronto. Jacob's based in Houston, Texas. We're both real estate marketers. We both have a marketing agency, a full service marketing agency where we help real estate agents. We'll give you some information about that at the end if any of you want to take advantage of that. And we're also global team leaders. We have lots of partners out here in Canada as well as in the States. We're open to partnering with all of you. Our brokerage is in 24 plus countries. And so if you want to learn more about that, let us know as well. So today we're going to be talking about social media mastery for realtors and going from following to generating leads. I'm going to be giving you a little bit of strategy. And what we'll do in a little bit too is we'll share our screen, we'll jump off and we'll show you this platform that Jacob and I hand built from scratch, nothing like it in the market. And you can take advantage of it. If you're that person, you're like, okay, this is too much for me. I'm having trouble putting together content and then talking to clients and closing deals. There's so much time in the day. So I highly recommend you take advantage of something like this. So a couple of things I want to talk to you about before we go into creating strategic content. And, when Jacob and I were preparing for this training, it occurred to us sometimes we throw out a lot of strategy and sometimes something sticks, some things don't. And the part that always misses is that if you don't have certain things lined up, kind of like a checklist of things ahead of time to capture these leads, then there's a missing gap, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. First and foremost, what I want to kind of bring to your attention is make sure if you are with a brokerage, you have your own website. Yes, a lot of brokerages give you access to your own CRM, but a really quick way to know this is if you go to your CRM, go into your contacts, and under that, you can open up the lead profile, or on the side, it'll tell you who owns the contact. Sometimes it'll say your office does. Sometimes it'll have your brokerage name, and sometimes it'll have your name. Make sure it has your name. Because why I'm saying this is that if you go out and do all these marketing, and if you're doing all these work, and I don't know about you, but I run ads to get leads, and I don't want that to go to my brokerage. And sometimes people will switch brokerages, right? And you want to be able to take them with you. These are things that you paid for, you worked for, they're yours. Unless you have an agreement with your brokerage that works out differently, you want to be able to respect that. But if you are a solo agent, or maybe a potential team leader, or somebody who's under a bigger brokerage, and you have your own business that you're running, and that you feel that from the contracts you've signed that your lead should be yours, then make sure that you can see that in the CRMs. I've had many people, because I train a lot of agents on their CRMs. I train agents on kind of onboarding and setting up their CRMs, and marketing strategies. And I've always noticed that they think that their leads are theirs. They're very adamant about it, but the CRM tells me otherwise. So I wanted to just say that up front, one, and have a domain that you can also tell by your domain. Does it have your website, does it have your name in it? Is it unique to you? Can you track that link? Do you have access to it? It's really important. And your website. Another thing I want to quickly talk about is that when you're sending, if you do all these marketing and social media and you're sending people to a landing page or a website or whatever it may be, make sure there's a lead capture there, which we'll talk about in a second. But most importantly, this website, remember, it better not be your brokers, right? Because then they're getting all the leads and they're capturing them. Your website you're in real estate, so it needs to have an IDX website. So that means it's integrated with your MLS system. So people, when they land on your website, they can actually search properties. So that should be another tick in that checkbox, right? And make sure this IDX properties are also segmented to the areas that you serve. I know sometimes when people come to brokerages, they think my CRM is set up for me, my website is set up for me, but the unfortunate circumstance is that they're very generic and they may set up to your real estate board and it may encompass a lot of different regions and areas and not the area that you serve. So it's really important that you look at, is my area is covered in the website and can they search them? A couple of things. And sometimes I go to people's website and you can search up commercial properties, land, and you go on my website and I do them because I refer them off to other agents. And I know people who sell land and commercial. But if you don't know and if you don't have access to that, then I recommend that you don't put that up there, right? So make sure that you craft your website to serve your audience, the people that you're serving, and your services. They have to align. So very important. And another really thing you want to keep in mind is that every time you do anything, and I'll give you a free marketing tidbit here that's above and beyond social media, is that anytime you put out a for sale sign, drop off a door hanger, write a letter, put some flyers around, whatever it may be, or you do cold calling, door knocking, whatever the conversation is, anywhere you leave a lead or have a conversation, a touch point with, make sure there's some sort of a journey to bringing them into your database. It doesn't matter if you talk to 100 people. If they have no idea who you are, or if you have no idea who they are, then you're not going to be able to convert them. It's simple, right? So my suggestion is to have some sort of an idea about how are these people looking at my post and how do I get them into my CRM. It's really simple. And you can, if you have a smart CRM, and hopefully you have a CRM that is meant for real estate. I worked in a lot of different CRMs like HubSpots and Propeller, and there's lots of different ones and Salesforce, but they're meant to service a lot of different industries, not just real estate. Where there's things like, Follow Up Us, kvCORE, Chime, Boomtown. There's different ones that are meant specifically for real estate, and they all do a great job. Some better than others. I love kvCORE because it's one comprehensive platform, and you can get that for free because every time I talk about kvCORE, people immediately try to go buy it and try to ask your broker about it. You can get that for free within your brokerage fees, and make sure that your CRM has the lead capturing abilities to bring people from your social media into the backend. So for example, if you go to any of my YouTube channel or my investor channel, if you click on any of those links, they're meant to capture the people that are watching them. So what's the point of you putting out all these content and nobody's reaching out to you? And sometimes you'll be surprised. I've had clients who went to my realtor.com page and then went to my Instagram. That's why it's very important that any kind of websites that you have access to, that you are given through your real estate board, fill them out completely and integrate them, put all of your social media links in them, put your website in them, because this lead went to my website, clicked on my Instagram link, and then DM'd me. So very, very different, right? And then also in your social media itself, you can have those auto bots and auto messages set up to immediately connect with people when they land in your Instagram, when they follow you, or when you message them. But there are pros and cons to that because it does come up super automated. I have agents who write like a big paragraph that fills up half their phone. No one's going to read that. So maybe if you can say learn more, put a couple of links, but also it may take them somewhere else. They may not come back. So you could even simply say, hey, I'm here. Talk to me. Ask me any questions. You can spin it however you like, or just simply leave it and have a conversation with them. Make sure that you're available to speak with people, right? That's the most important. And I want to be able to say that. And a couple of things you want to just quickly, and I know I don't have time to, because this is not about lead generation or talking about CRMs. If you want to learn more about that, we have tons of training we did here on Friday Connect. So make sure you check that out on our Friday Connect YouTube channel. But a couple of things that I do wanted to mention is, your landing pages, squeeze pages, those simple things you can build, which is going to connect with some of the things Jacob's going to mention for strategies that you should be doing for your social media posts. That's going to connect people back to your CRM. Your link in bio, or anytime you have a listing coming soon, or even if you're just promoting another agent's property to get a buyer or some sort of leads, that link that you're using has to be for your website. Do not send them to Zillow, Realtor.ca, your real estate board, to another property, because they're getting those leads. And yes, they'll capture in your profile, but you don't know when they land there where else they're gonna go. So you want them to be in your confinement of your website and in your links, right? It's really important. The moment people leave in a couple of seconds, they're usually not coming back. And you want to be able to track that. And you don't have control when they're on a different URL. That's where I'm coming from, is that you want to be in full control here. And then I'm going to say the obvious. Hopefully, when you get them into your database, is the whole follow-up. And we've done a whole training on this, and we have a lot more coming up, is put them on drips, automate them, have conversation, call them, right? There has to be some sort of you have to pursue those relationships and continue to build on them. So I'm not going to state the obvious, but again, this is really about getting your followers into your database. It's really important, and how to grow your following as well. And so really, just to wrap everything up before I hand it over to Jacob in terms of strategy, is that, again, have your own IDX website that you own. You have a CRM that connects to that IDX website, and that you have a lead capture, again, in place to capture those leads when they land on that website. And every time you do any post, it needs to have some sort of a link. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that your link in bio and your captions and everything has go to my link, or click on this link. If it's a LinkedIn post or a Facebook post, put the link in there so people can click on it directly. And if they go to Facebook, and don't ever assume, oh, people are on my Instagram, and if they go to LinkedIn or if they go to Facebook, they'll grab it there. Put it everywhere, because you don't know where they're coming from. If they found it on LinkedIn, they're most likely going to click on the link in LinkedIn, not going to go to your YouTube and search about it. So if you're talking about YouTube on your LinkedIn, put the link to it directly there. I know there's a lot of conversation about putting direct links to YouTube and this and that in different places, but make it easier for you people. Put yourself in your client's shoes. So don't think of it through your own perspective. Think of it through their perspective of, how can I make this easier for people to get to your website, get the information they need. So this is a really good time to kind of pass that over to Jacob. This is where, if you've come for getting down some strategies about what you should be implementing, the type of content you should be posting, this is the time to grab that pen and paper and start making notes. And then we'll show you in real time what these posts will look like in a second. We'll share our screen as well. So Jacob, take it away.
Thank you. And what she's saying is super important. There's a reason why we wanted to put that in the beginning, is because, we found out after working both of us, 10 plus years in marketing, that we literally found out most people don't have a lead generation problem. They have a lead conversion, is because their lead capturing methods are all over the place. I see this all the time in websites. They don't even really have a way to capture leads, or they turn it off because they don't want to be pushy with people, and then they don't capture anything. They're just getting traffic, and that doesn't do you any good. So with all these social media strategies we're going to talk about, you need to be thinking about, what is my call to action? Even if they DM you, how are you going to get them over to your database? Are you going to ask them, hey, can I get your name? What's a good phone number to contact you? Can I get your email so I can send you more information? Get something. Even put their handle inside your database, because that way you know how to get back in touch with them. Because if they're communicating with you that way, that's a great way to keep communicating too. But make sure you have a way. Think outside the box. I mean, if you have kvCORE and most of these CRMs that have IDX websites, you have landing pages, you have all those squeeze pages, you have everything that you need. You just need to make sure you're capturing leads. And we have other training on that. But what I wanted to talk about is 3 simple strategies I'm going to give you that you can literally implement today, that are low cost to no cost, that can get you a pretty good amount of followers pretty quickly. And the first one is giveaways. The best thing about giveaways is, if you have a very small marketing budget, this is one of the best things that I would focus on, is do like a giveaway Monday. And you can literally do 1 giveaway a week. You could go get a $25 gift card from the coffee shop, go get it from a local restaurant, maybe the local zoo or something, you can do it. And then tell those places when you buy them, reach out to them first and tell them, hey, I'm running to run some promotions, promoting local businesses. I'd love to promote your coffee shop. I'd love to get some gift cards. Sometimes we'll go in and buy like 4 or 5 at a time and then give them away over a period of time. But it's something that you can do very easy. And even if you don't have $25, you can go even smaller. People love free stuff. And you'll see this all the time with giveaways. People are doing them all the time. And the best thing that you see, the reason why they grow your following pretty quickly is, one, if you pick the right business to get the gift card, they already have a good following. So they're going to push your posts. They're going to share your story because they want people to get those gift cards and they want them to come to the business because they're going to spend more money. Usually $25 gift card is not going to get you very much at a coffee shop anymore. So especially there's 2 people involved, they're eventually going to run down where they're going to have to put some of their own money in. So that is a winner for the business. The second thing is that you, like I said, you got in front of their audience, but now the instructions that you're giving them to actually consider a registration is, one, they have to follow you. So now they're following you. They have to comment on the post. And then when they comment, you're usually telling them to tag 3 people. So now they're tagging 3 people. So that one person just brought in 3, okay? And then those 3 people are probably going to tag people because now they want to enroll in it. And so you could easily, just in one giveaway, get 20, 30, 40, 50 followers just in one giveaway. And if you do it systematically, you can literally do it on Mondays. So people are looking forward to see what you're going to give away next week. And then you could do it on Monday, announce the winners on Friday, and then do it again on Monday. So that way they have their gift cards for the weekend. But don't overthink it. Just get something. Check with your local, make sure it's local. Don't do chains or Chili's or one of these other restaurants. Do something local to show that you're an advocate community. Give away gift cards and giveaways that are there. And then talk to the local business. Sometimes they'll give you the gift cards, or they'll say, hey, we're willing to put in, we'll match it. So if you buy $100 worth of gift cards, we'll give you another 100, because they want people to come in, especially if it's a small or a newer business. They're looking for every which way to promote themselves. So working with people that have followings and working with that other businesses that have followings, they're going to want to work with people that have them. So it's a win-win situation. So giveaways are a great thing to do. And just, again, make sure it's local. And then the second part is to promoting local. We see this all the time with people that we've helped them with their social media, especially a lot of our agents that come in our group, is they post house after house after house after house. Now, if you're doing home tours, depending on your market, it's a great strategy, go for it. But when you're just posting like random templates, random houses, it just looks like a stale page, nothing that your user is going to connect with. But if you show yourself as a local person that you know everything about this community, I'm going to want to work with you as a realtor, because if I have questions about schools, like what side of town should I live, what's safe, where's there stuff to do, this is where I work, if you really know your area, you know the neighborhoods based on their needs, you're going to be the go-to realtor. And you don't have to throw it in people's faces all the time, like, hey, you ready to buy a house? I saw a post the other day on TikTok that says realtors need to take that out of their vocabulary. Every post should be like, hey, you ready to buy a house? They know you're a realtor. Give them some value that helps them, and you will always be top of mind. A lot of people forget that there's more to real estate than just selling houses. There's houses all over this world. But why should somebody live in your corner of the city or your corner of the state? Like, why should they relocate to Houston or Toronto? You want to get them excited about the city, and then they're going to see, because you've done your profile correctly, that you're a realtor. You've done your hashtags correctly because you're a realtor. So don't focus so much on telling everybody and their brother that you're a realtor. Get them on promoting local. So local, show all of your parks, neighborhoods, local businesses, things for kids to do, especially summers here. You should do a whole series on free things for kids to do in the area. Parents don't know what to do with their kids right now, and this is a frustrating time for them. So you can literally reach out to families and do stuff like that. So promote local. And then also with promoting local, I'll give you a good tip, is maybe your area doesn't have one, but you could always start a Facebook group where you're doing like maybe putting all the local events, posting stuff to do, posting your reels like of all the restaurants. Hey, I just checked out this restaurant. And people utilize groups. So maybe if you have blog posts or you want to share something you did, obviously you want your realtor to be in the profile, but give value to those Facebook groups, because I know a lot of people that generate a lot of business. I've met two guys recently that right before he got into real estate, he started a Facebook page here locally in Houston. He has 40,000 followers on his Facebook page, and all he posts is everywhere he went to eat, coffee shops, parks, everything he's out about, showing people Houston. And literally his first month in real estate already had 3 deals his first week. Like literally people reaching out, because now he's telling people, hey, I'm also in real estate now, and he changed his banner. So doing something that gives value back to your community is a great lead magnet. And so the third thing is real estate tips. So we still want to show people that we're knowledgeable, but make your real estate tips fun. They should always just be a template or a picture of you. You know, really popular right now on Instagram is the carousels. So like the gallery feed of images. So you can find plenty of templates like that, especially on our Groovy platform. But you can take like each tip. If you have 3 tips, then you can put what you're calling that 3 tips on buying a home. And then your next slide is tip number 1. Put your text with a picture. Tip number 2 for people that want to quickly scroll, or turn them into videos. So you can video, we know converts better. So you could sit down very casually like this. They don't have to be high production, and just give real estate tips. Let people know about your area, what's going on in your area. Everybody's always asking the same question. Is it a good time to buy? There's never the right answer for that. It's always a good time for somebody and not for somebody else. So educate them, give them peace of mind what's going on in the market. So that way they can feel like, oh, you know what? I like his answers. I like what she's doing. I'm gonna reach out to them. So those are 3 quick strategies that you can implement today and generate. So what I want to do is kind of show you what that looks like in the platform that we have, and then talk about what else you can do. And so we're going to go right that. So you'll probably see my screen kind of zoom out really fast. So bear with me just a second. This is basically Groovy. So this is a platform that we built originally for our teams, and now we've rolled it out to the public. It's the first ever of its kind. It's a social media content platform. So it's where you go to get daily content and strategies. So how this is a little bit different is a lot of websites that are out there just give you templates with like a sentence and 2 or 3 hashtags, but they're very general and broad-based for everybody. This is designed to where you take the strategy for the day and you're going to customize it to your market. So everybody has different content, and it's content that your audience is looking for. So there's 2 types of posts in here. There's a template for people that just maybe don't have time to take pictures of themselves, or they're just getting started. So you can use these nice templates. Or there's a DIY where you can actually use your own content like videos. So we talked about giveaways. So for instance, in this post, this will be a templated post, but you have the option of not to use it. So we literally tell you what the strategy is. So today's strategy is to encourage your audience to like and share your posts by doing a giveaway. And so we tell you how to do it. We also tell you these make a great TikTok or reel. So you could do a video announcing the giveaway, showing the gift card like, hey, it's real, it's here. This is for the first 3 winners. And so we give you some strategies with that. Here's your recommended post and some captions to do. And then if you want to see an example post of what it looks like, we've done one in this area. So enter our Father's Day giveaway. And so Father's Day is coming up this weekend. So you could still do a quick giveaway. You just have to get it out by tomorrow. But, you know, other things are coming up, July 4th, other holidays. And then in our platform, we have a list of holidays that are fun, you know, like Taco Month, the National Taco Day, and Donut Day. Those are great things to go get gift cards and say, hey, I want you to go celebrate Donut Day. So plenty of ideas that you can do here in the giveaway, and you can scroll through the different templates, and then you just click edit in Canva. You just need a free account. It'll open up, and then you can customize this, download it for that as well. And then, like I said, you can do this in a TikTok reel, use this content. You could do it as a blog post. The great thing about this content is it's meant for every platform and can meet every realtor where they're at in their business. So this is what a promoting local would look like. So this is actually real. This is the Houston Farmers Market. So again, here's your strategy for the day. We're telling you exactly what to do, how to customize this for your local business. And this is a great way. People don't utilize this enough. Like if you're going to do any of these that I do, giveaways to me is the quickest, because you're promoting local and giving away something of literal value to your clients, and you're helping out a local business. If not, just highlighting every time you go to a coffee shop, do a quick video. Every time you go to a restaurant, and make the effort to go somewhere different. Like I get in a habit sometimes of going to the same places because it's quick, easy. I don't have to drive very far or do the research. But make it a habit. Like every time I go to a coffee shop with a client, I'm going to go to a different coffee shop. And that way you have new content and you don't ever have to worry about, I need to go out and make content. You already have a library in your phone. So this is the Houston Farmers Market. We're promoting locally. Obviously, when I did this one, we did video, quick shots of it, and then we just literally threw it in TikTok and Instagram, and it quickly made the videos for us. And those get, you can do a voiceover. But if not, this again can turn into a full length YouTube video, a reel. They can be shorts, they could be blog articles on top of that. So you can convert this and kind of make this into a bunch of different content. And then again, as an example post, we highlighted the community. We gave this, so we've tagged them in the post. And then I'm going to share all of my posts to my stories because it's naturally going to tag them and they're going to automatically share that story in their stories because they get notified immediately. So now I'm in front of all of those. And I think the last time the Houston Farmers Market had like 30,000 followers. So now I'm in front of 30,000 followers that I would have never been in front of immediately. And this is what you need to focus on in real estate. This one would be a great way to promote a local tip. The best way to come up with content that people want to hear, what are your clients asking you? Watch other realtors in your area and see what questions clients are asking them. You can go Google and say how to buy a home and see what people are asking. There's so many resources and websites out there to show you what people are searching for. So today is basically to do a frequently asked questions. So that's going to be a real estate tip. We kind of give you topics. And then if you really don't know what to do, we make it easy for you. Thinking about backing out of buying a house, here's what you need to know. And then we tell them. And again, each one of these tips can be a slide and a carousel image where you put tip number 1 before your offer is accepted. I'll go through what exactly those tips are or make a video. So these are kind of some samples. Here's some other ones. You can do events. People, again, are looking for things to do during the summer. You can do top 5 events this month for free in Houston, or you can do this once a week, upcoming events in Houston. So you can make these a theme where Mondays are giveaways. Sundays, you're telling people what's coming up for the week, or maybe you do it on Fridays to let people know what's coming up for the weekend. But you can make these into a recurring theme where people are constantly checking back because we want them to return, because that's going to build that rapport with them and that credibility that we need. So this is the platform, again, that we created. You get access to the content planner, which is the daily strategy. So this would kind of look like what your feed is. Obviously, you're going to customize it. And then we also have the content depot, which is like even more posts. So again, for the month of July, you can find holidays, nail polish day, promote a local nail salon, donut day, bicycle day, local bicycle shop. There's not a lot of people promoting them. A cheese shop, local charities and organizations, your favorite Asian restaurant, your favorite distillery. There's so much you can do. Just following this content is great. So, and then also we have additional resources if you need some digital media for promotion type stuff for marketing or print, or you need some Facebook ads or a YouTube video script. We have all that in there in this platform. And so great thing about this platform.
I just quickly want to mention one thing is that when you were showing the post, and the reason why you see sometimes a lot of copy in them, they were written specifically is because they're not only being shared on Instagram. Remember, this is a lot of our content, mine goes, I recently posted a video on my YouTube channel around Buffer where I schedule all of my content. And we have training in here for Buffer as well, and a lot of other, scheduling platform. And the reason why we write the content we write, and we're telling you what the strategy is for SEO as well. Remember, if you post the same content in Instagram, whether it be in Facebook, they're helping you with search. So remember, it's not just Instagram. I post this on Google Business, and I encourage you to do that, is so that you end up coming up in your searches. So, and do this over time, and it'll help you with that. And try to keep repeating the same hashtags. You'll see we are very careful about a select amount of hashtags that we use, and they're very particular to your area. And putting the contact information. Remember, even just Instagram or any other social media, when people search, even though they're not following your content, you may come up in the explore page. And when they do that, your contact information is right there. So you're calling to action, follow me or contact me, text me, whatever. So just wanted to mention that, why there's so many. And we do have tutorials. Jacob, if you want to quickly tell them about the help and support as well.
Yeah. So just to do the SEO factor, remember your social media is still a search engine. People search for things. So even the content you say in your videos is being analyzed, and even the content you're writing. So it's not always just about hashtags, using location tags. You'll even see in the story sometimes I'll do some of the smaller areas in our, like Richmond, not Houston, because everybody's posting in Houston. And you'll see when you go to see who viewed your story, it'll say one Richmond person viewed your story. So somebody that was looking for something in Richmond and in that area saw my story. So using those tags help get yourself out there. Doing that, I have something on my social media about that, like all the different things to use, or in a blog article, and I'll link that in here. But it's very important. So yes, that is correct. And remember, this is for every type of social media platform. And then down here, we have help and support. So there's step-by-step tutorials. We're always adding new ones that show you exactly from start to finish how to do a post, how to edit it in Canva. So we do have that support there to make this platform pretty easy. You just got to give yourself a little time to get used to it, but it is actually very easy. We have a lot of agents that were spending 3 to 4 hours a day stalking other realtors on social media. And now my husband's a great example. He literally sits down Sunday and he'll schedule his post for the week, and it literally takes him like an hour, hour and a half now. He's gotten so quick with it. He already knew during the week what stuff to grab while he was out on lunch break and stuff like that. So it's a great platform to take the guesswork out of what to post. And we have everything that you'll ever need here. And so we have several packages for those that are interested. We do have a free plan, so you can go get some of the content depots, some of the holidays to just kind of test it out and try it, get a giveaway template, things like that. But it's very, you only get the first 5 days of the month, so it's not unlocked completely, but it'll give you an idea of, what's the network like, and then you can easily upgrade. We have a monthly plan. It's $49 a month. And so it's very inexpensive. It's like $1.80 a day. You get social media content already done for you. But if you want the social media content posted for you, we just actually soft launching this today for our group. And we're opening it up to people in Friday Connect as well before we roll it out next week. Everybody kept asking us, I love the content, I love everything you're doing, but I just don't have the time or the skill set to mess with social media. How much for you to do it for me? So we were already doing that, but we wanted to figure out how we could do this in the most affordable way and the most streamlined way where everybody's still getting the same results for Karuvi, but also obviously customized for your area. And so you'll actually get a dedicated social media manager that will work with you every week to get your social media content out. You'll get 20 posts a month. So basically we'll post 5 posts a week for you. And then we'll post across 4 social media platforms for you with that as well. And then if you are maybe looking for another brokerage, maybe you're not getting the support you need and you want to come over here and then take a look at EXP, everybody in our group gets it for free. So this is a free tool and resource among many other things like sales funnels and kvCORE training we give for free in our group. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to us on our Friday Connect website or come here and click free. It'll take you to schedule a call with us where we can show you what your business would look like here. And then really quickly, just a little more on our program. It's very easy. Once you sign up, you'll create your subscription. And then once you do that, it'll take you to a super in-depth form. And that form is going to collect everything we need to know about your business, the websites you're using, the social medias you're using. Are you doing video? Are you doing ads? How's your CRM set up? Because we want to make sure when we're doing this that your leads are going to the right place, because we've seen this with a lot of social media programs that our teams have been a part of. They just post and there's no real call to action. There's no, like, what does the user do next? We're very clear in the content we design what the user is supposed to do next, so you can actually see that. And then once your account is activated, you'll meet with your social media manager and do an onboarding call, kind of go over what you want us to focus on, what you want us to stay away from. And then we do a full dive doing a brand analysis. It usually takes about about a week to kind of get things going so we can fully learn your brand, learn your market, see what your market's like. So that way we can do that. And then we'll create your social media. You'll get a chance to view it before it goes live and give any feedback for that. And then we'll schedule your social media posts for the month. And it's as easy as that. And you can literally go focus on income producing activities, knowing that you have quality social media done for you for that. And then if you want to learn more in-depth strategies for real estate, we do have a free masterclass. I will throw that in the chat box when I'm done. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll put all of these resources in the link below. But this will go through start to finish on developing your social media brand, the lead generation tools that you need, how to schedule, how to develop strategy, everything you need to know to grow your real estate business. So you can come here and literally just click register for this training, and then you'll see the training times and you can register for that. And one last thing I want to show you is this is a great resource. So FridayConnect.net, if you come and go up to the homepage and say marketing resources, you can come see all the courses, the free master classes, all the website funnels, our YouTube page. We're going to be adding more stuff to that. You can see all of our resources. Plus, Narmila and I both have a ton on our channels that address all of these topics, that if you want to get some more free training, you can get that as well. And then there's also the partner tab. If you're looking to partner with us, come down here and see what it's like to join our group here at EXP.
Does EXP subscribe to kvCORE? Yeah, kvCORE is available to a lot of brokerages. Anyone could sign up. EXP does have access to kvCORE, and luckily it's part of our brokerage fees you get access to. So we do have them, and we do have access to a number of other CRMs, and including Chime now. And remember, I'm not sure if any of you know this, Inside Real Estate, who's the parent company of kvCORE, they actually acquired Boomtown as well. So something really interesting. So I was speaking to another agent who was thinking about coming to EXP and maybe potentially, and remember, we work with everyone. You don't have to be at EXP for us to work with you. We work with lots of different brokerages, and we train a lot of people, and it's not about you coming to this brokerage because it might not be the right brokerage for you. So don't ever feel that way. If you have any questions, always reach out to us. We're happy to help you grow your business. That's what we're here for. And remember, whenever you're talking to any CRM companies, first and foremost, my recommendation is go talk to your broker. What do you guys have access to? How do you use it? Hold them accountable. But they're taking fees away from you. They need to be able to assist you with giving you the right resources. That's one. And two, when you do, if you're a brokerage owner or team leader, happen to be watching this, and if you are in negotiations with CRMs, talk a lot about individual personalizations for yourself, but also like discounts. I know even things like Chime, they've negotiated a really good discount for us EXP agents. So find out what exists for your brokerage and take advantage of them, because they do definitely, there are a lot of things that are available. If you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no, right? Somebody in here asked, who has a .realtor domain and use their hosting? Is that a good option? Jake, I'm going to give that to Jacob. Jacob is a great person who can answer anything about domain names.
So honestly, now like everybody had .com, but now with all of these new kind of different extensions for domain names, .realtor is fine to use if that domain name is available for you. There's no real consequence for using something else anymore. The only one that was ever kind of sketchy for me was when people would go from .com to .co for company. People always thought I spelled my domain name wrong and be like, I can't get to your website because they didn't do that. So .co is usually a little iffy for me, but .realtor is great because if you have, Jacob Sharman .realtor, it's great because it's already in the domain name. So there's your keyword. So depending on what you put before the .realtor, but yes, I mean, feel free to use it. There's no wrong answer there. It will help slightly with SEO, but you have to be doing those other efforts to really capitalize on that. But it is not a wrong option to do. Just know, like even our website for Karuvi is karuvi.social. So sometimes people's like, oh, so what's your website? We're like, well, that is the website. So you have to wait for people to kind of catch up. Some people know, some people don't, because now we got .biz. It's not just .net, .org, and .edu anymore. So there's a lot. Even like .me is the new one's catching on, and even we were looking at that Everyone's like, oh, that's a country. And it was originally for a country, but now it got so popular because people wanted .me. And so people might not be as apt to catch on that that's a website, but for SEO purposes, it's a great option, I think. So I hope that answers your question. No cut and dry answer to that. So just
And
depends
also
what.
when it comes to domain too, don't people spend a lot of time trying to make it this perfect little sounding. Remember, no, there's very little amount of population that is going to sit in front of the URL in your website and write in the URL in that area, right? Type it out. They're usually going to click something to get there. So the shorter, the better for your business card, etc. But again, at the end of the day, people are going to call you, people are going to DM you, people are going to have those conversations. So think about it from a personal branding perspective. You want it to be clear, but also we're in a world where people still kind of have a hard time understanding what Jacob alluded to .social or .realtor. So they might think is jacobsharman.realtor.com. So keep that in mind too, is that, follow, what a lot of people are doing and stay, when we break out of the norm, be very clear of how you do that. But remember, take advantage of QR codes and most important is you have people coming to the website, you're capturing them. There's a lead capture. Those are what's really important. And it's yours, your domain. So if you have it, great. But
The question was actually meant a different way. I just saw it. So as far as their service, I don't know a whole lot about their service, but a lot of these like service companies that are going to host you on their website and make a website and funnel for you, my opinion, usually straight away is stay away from them because you're getting a cookie cutter solution that everybody's doing. That's another reason we came out with our sales funnel for our team, which if you're interested in that, just reach out. But you need something that's customized for you. And a lot of these cookie cutter solutions, they miss out on the one thing that you need, and that's SEO. Even kvCORE's IDX website, they're great, but if you're really trying to hone in on SEO and those type of things, they're not the best solution depending on your market, especially if you're in a competitive market. So you really need to be in control of your own website. And the reason why I always push having your own website is you never know what's going to happen in the future. That company might go out of business, or they're not offering those solutions anymore. You might change brokerages. Now you have to go redo your IDX website. You have to go redo your CRM. Having your own solutions that you can take with you and quickly customize, like your own standalone website, you can quickly switch those integrations in a matter of an hour or two versus redoing an entire brand, building a website from scratch. So those type of things. But yeah, reach out. I'll research that information. You can just go to my website here if you want to book a 101 for that. But yeah, just be very leery of those services that promise you're going to generate lots of leads and all this stuff, because they usually don't work unless you're running some type of ad or you have really good SEO or a good social media presence. They don't have a magic sauce. They think they do, but they don't.
absolutely, ask those questions. Does
Really
anybody
good.
have any questions pertaining to today's topic as well? Or to be honest, anything in marketing and website and SEO, we're able to answer as well. But while you have us here for our next couple of minutes, thank you, all of you, for showing up. Stay connected, keep coming, send other agents if you know that they're struggling in their business. We're happy to help. If you're part of EXP, we also have free trainings inside EXP University. So we do. So make sure you follow us inside the workplace, where we're always in and about doing stuff. So make sure you can catch us there. And our YouTube, all of this is recorded as well. Thank you, all of you, for being here once again. So it seems like there's that's all. So thank you, Jacob, and thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time,
Bye, guys.
everyone.